So a player of some note. And Scott's got a long and illustrious record, I guess, out of Lanarkshire. So he's here in the mixed pairs. Obviously looking to go one stage further today and get into the medal matches. But he's also here in the triples, and that's the second year in a row. So, coming out of a tough district, it's no mean feat to even just get here in the first place. In terms of the Rankin Park pair, then we've got Jackie. Jackie's a 10 times club champion, so it comes with some pedigree also. And Mark, no stranger to these greens at Northfield, having won the Scottish pairs here in 2011, and went on to win the British Isles in 2012. Again, an excellent achievement. And he followed that up with Scottish Fours in 2013. So I've built these players up to be something special. So hopefully they can show us what they're made of and give us a cracking match.
An incredible facility here at Northfield. 5 greens, each with 6 rinks, so 30 matches all going on at the same time. We're into the third round, essentially the quarter-final stage in this mixed pairs championship. So you'll see just off the side of our shot the other games going on at the same time, the other matches. Thurso taking on Paulmuir, Campbelltown against Balgownie, New Abbey taking on Dundonald. That's our focus on quarter against Rankin Park.
Players just finding their way on the rink. They'll have played the trial ends and tried to establish what the best side is for them and their bowls, but you can see at the minute just kind of struggling for line.
I suspect most of our viewers will know exactly how this works, but just for the benefit of anybody who might be fairly new to this, how does this work with the pairs? Who goes first? What order do they play in?
Yeah, so for the mixed pairs, you've got a lead and a skip. Each lead will play 4 bowls in turn, and followed by the skips. So relatively straightforward and easy format to understand for even non-bowlers. And obviously the objective of the game is to get your bowls closer to the jack than your opponent.
And as you will see at the top left of your screen, on end number 1 out of 17. So we have two different scoring systems, I suppose would be the way to look at that. We'll have I think looking ahead, the next one will be first to 21. So we've got those two different ways of looking at it. This one we play 17 ends regardless, and whoever has the highest score at the end of that, the most shots, will progress to the semi-finals.
Quite a pivotal point this for the players, the quarter-finals. If you can win your quarter-final, then you're automatically going home with a medal. It's a sore stage to lose and miss out on some form of reward.
Semi-finals will be played later today, 4 o'clock, and then the final tomorrow at 4 p.m.
to go down the ditch side, which is a slightly bigger swinging side. You can see that just dipping off at the end. Scott's done well there. He's put another one in, because that ball was looking slightly lonely in there. So we're just getting a couple of messages in from people watching on YouTube that there's currently no video. The team are working on that at the minute, so apologies if that's still the case. Although a thumbs up from someone has just told me that it's now back on. So
excellent.
Hopefully you can now see what we can see. And if I'm correct, I think Quarter will be first on the card with a single.
Looks to be the case. So Quarter with that solitary shot in the opening end of this. I was going to say quarter final. I'm going to call it round 3 because I'll get thoroughly confused with quarter district and quarter finals. So round 3 match in the mixed pairs. Looking for the short jack.
It's a decent opener from Lauren, something to build on.
Yes, just a quick clap there from our father, Scott. Another nicely weighted ball from Lauren.
Missed the line there. That ball in the front can't look too
too clever. So Scott just giving Lauren the choice to switch, but she's elected to stay in the side that she's been playing. And to be fair, she's put 2 crackers in there. And Scott won't be too disappointed with that. It's gone to a good home.
What kind of picture does the skip want ideally after the Leeds 4 balls, or do you just take what you get?
Look, I think it's about building ahead, Bruce. You know, I think we said it yesterday on comms, is that you watch a lot of younger players certainly these days, and they want to get the shot with every ball. That's nice, but it's not necessary. You know, you need to build something that gives you an opportunity to make the shot or change the head. So look, Scott's got something good to build on there. Arguably it's slightly tougher for Mark to get in, but something with good weight. He'll be looking for another one in the head that perhaps gives him an opportunity to manufacture a change. He's quite well down here. Yeah, good. Scotch pace just deserting him there. Mark will now look to be reaching this, I think, in the same vein as his last one. So dropping short. Be unlucky here, very unlucky. Just needs a blade of green on his on his delivery from Scott, and he can get through to what we think is the winning shot on the inside. I think you'll see him attack this again. The ball away, gets on the shot, moving the jack through. Could yield a couple. Yeah, strong weight. Needs a bit of luck.
Could be deceptive. I got caught out 2 or 3 times watching yesterday, just from this angle versus from the above angle from above, which we don't have, just who is lying shot. But
yeah, the camera angle's tricky, but I think the choice of shot that Scott opted for there probably tells us that he's one down. You can see Mark's ball's maybe just holding a slightly better line down there, and there's no doubt about the shot now, for sure. Two conceded.
so 2 shots. The Rankin Park in response to that a single shot in the opening end of the match. Quarter of South Lanarkshire.
Yeah, sure.
Rankin Park, well, they've just come down the coast, is that right? Down from sort of round about Greenock?
Yeah, that kind of area. So none of them travelling too far, I guess. So you can see the change of length already. Rankin Park choosing the fuller length jack. Yeah, nice opener.
Nice by Jackie McElwee.
Yeah, good leading. Good leading.
30 years of experience playing bowls, showing.
And it's a good reply too. So this is building up nicely here. Now then, there's your luck. Very good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, just used the inside edge of the bowl. Well played. Everything was there in her favour. Even if she'd been on the back of the black one coming in, she was pushing it probably to a jack high position and giving Scott an opportunity to attack that. That pink bowl at the back now is definitely their friend in terms of the way this head's built up.
Four good bowls from the ladies. Let's see what Scott and Mark can add to this. Let's see if you can join us if you're so inclined on social media. BS Nat Champs 26.
Just a thicker contact on that, and he would have moved the jack into a good position. We'll just try and clarify the score actually, because the score on our screen says 2-1 Rankin Park and the scoreboard says 2-2. That's a great ball from Scott. Choice for Mark. It may go quicker, or he may just try and turn that short low ball up. Could he draw the shot? What a tremendous shot. Just falling out. Difficult to say what the shot is, but that's a tremendous effort. He's changed the shape of the head and perhaps given him play if indeed the shot is still against him. Imagine Scott just be trying to repeat his last delivery, drop off his back one, potentially down for a shot. It's the line, yeah.
It's now impossible to tell which of those two, the red or the blue ball lying shot.
Yeah, I think this one will tell you. I'd be surprised if Mark's not playing up and through this and trying to get a contact on the front bowl, just to punch the pink one out. If he's lying, of course, he won't play that, but yeah, he is playing this arriving weight. He may have the ball out here. Great ball, great ball. Lots of chances down that side. He had the plant or the inside edge to the winner. Over to you, Scott. What's your reply? Couple of options I would think for Scott. He's either got the draw, which he actually played really well down that side, just drop off his back one for the winner, or depending on how attacking he wants to be, there is an option to take the two balls out ahead. Yep, choosing the option for the two balls. Just under the line. I think that was one. It's difficult to say. We'll just watch the scoreboard this time rather than, there's no marker obviously. Yeah, it looks like one.
Yes, and our on-screen score has been updated. Porter did in fact pick up 2 shots in that opening end. So yes, single shot for Rankin Park. See Campbelltown and Balgownie in the next rink tied at 1 each.
First ball's down the ditch side. This game. Just overplayed.
Jackie not hanging around.
Yeah, and unfortunately she's just missed the line again, but a nice chance for Lauren to add another. Any turn on the front bowls is good, or either side of them to draw another shot. So on the jack. Well, it's changed the shape. I thought maybe she was getting the inside and pushing the jack to the blue stickered bowl on the right hand side of the picture, but it can't look particularly pretty now, I think, if you're Mark. The ditch side's an option because it's quite a big swing inside, so you can get all the way around those front bowls.
It just takes one shot to completely change the complexion of the head. And
He does have a play down the other side with a bit of weight, you know, for the bowl or the jack, but it's maybe early to play that. The danger, of course, as he arrives on these pink ones with pace. His weight's not right. And already these are the types of ends where you can easily lose a multiple. Scott could add another shot going down the ditch side, or play through the gap on the inside hand. And if you can keep putting balls in there, he's going to make it very difficult for Mark. A bit unlucky on the contact, to be honest. But it's balls, and you can see how easily this head has changed already from an opportunity for Quarter to add shots down the backhand side to the pink ball now looking slightly lonely. Needs to be inside it. See Mark have a go at the pink ball, try and take it out. There's a toucher, so if it goes in the ditch it remains live, but I think that will matter at this stage. Turned his back on that very quickly.
yes, you could see from his body language.
Goodness.
Happy with that at all.
It's a huge wall of balls to get through now. Mark shaking his head. I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody would fancy this.
His final ball of the end. What can he do?
He's trying to pick a way through to find the pink ball, and if he misses that, he's close. Goodness, what a try.
Less than an inch away.
Scotland need to try and weave a path to find another.
You could just see from the way he threw his arms up there, it's like just,
Body language wasn't right, was it? It doesn't fancy it, but you know what?
hey, you know
It was
what?
clear.
Yes.
Well played.
It's really nicely done.
Whether that's the line he tried to pick or not, I do not know, but they all count.
He'll say it is. So, nice final ball from Scott Allardyce. Next quarter up to 4. 2 shots in the opening end. Conceding a 2 and a single to Rankin Park following 2 ends. A very long way to go in this one. Quarter. Leading by that solitary shot.
I do think it's shaping up to be a good one, Bruce. I think you know, all players are starting to settle into the rink, and we've clearly got 2 skips who are not afraid to try and manufacture shots. So yeah, all bodes well.
Jackie seems to have shed her waterproof, which maybe tells us the weather has improved slightly out there. Lauren, the relative youngster of this group, 28 years old, nursery teacher, but playing since she was 10. Introduced to it, of course, by her father, Scott.
It's a nice adjustment. Better line. Needs contact. Yeah, got the best of that. Nicely played. This also has a chance. Just going to slip by. Mark won't be disappointed with that. That's given him some play. It means he can be positive. Running. I'm sure Mark will be encouraging Jackie to reach with this. Can she get by that front one? Just get bad contact. See what Scott elects to play here. He could elect to try and draw another on either side, or might be well served to match that black one at the back. He's just folded the head open just a fraction and probably pushes Mark to the ditch side of the rink. Sticking with the inside hand. He's virtually played Scott's cover shot for him.
Far away, Blair. Right in, Blair. Going.
It's a sensible play. The black ball that's sitting almost middle of the ring, you know, if you take Matt to Jack as a line, is a really good ball where it sits for Scott. I know it's not his, but it's blocking the way through for Mark. He has been forced to this side. Just gave this a great effort if he runs. He's lacking a yard. The line was great.
Wardrobe adjustment for Scott as well.
Yeah, just preparing for the sunshine. About 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Loving your optimism, Colin. Well, you're telling me you're due on the green later on this evening, are you? So you're
Not here.
no elsewhere, yes. But hoping that it fares up for then. Ice cream sales will be particularly good today.
Thank you. You doing all right? No, you're fine. I'm just here. You sitting there? You want to get the back?
Needs a yard on his last, and then he'll just about clean draw it.
He's put more of the yard on, is it?
I think his weight's good. I think he's actually not up.
Yeah.
Play feels like it's through the gap that you can see between the pink and the blue ball, and just arrive on any of those, and he's almost guaranteed the shot. Scott may elect to play this himself, you know, because even if he arrives on the jack and turns it a fraction, he brings the back one into play.
No.
Or not.
Find out if you were right or if he was correct with his
You can get the same
choice of
result. It's
shot.
just held on. Well played.
Is Mark still aiming for that same
Yeah, I think
gap
he'll go.
with his final ball?
I think he'll go big here. I think even there's a plant, I think, in the front that just about maybe takes one away, but he'll be looking to change this. Oh, and he's quite big weight. Close up. Gonna be unlucky. She may have turned an 11 through already. Definitely 4. You see the first player's measure? Yep.
Two mixed pairs. 4 mixed pairs. And 2 juniors.
Very good end for quarter. Find out just how good after this measure. I was guessing red, but
Yeah, I was guessing too, but the camera angles are never your friend. Yeah, it's a big count. 5.
Aye, he's here all week. I haven't seen him yet. I never saw him yesterday.
well, it rarely gets much better than that.
Alright.
Takes
Just here for the rest of the week.
quarter up to 9.
Yeah, it's a 5 out of nothing, really, isn't it? You know, it was a good 5. Good grouping of the balls. Mark may wonder if he looks back on it why he didn't attack it quicker, but the way the head built up, he had opportunities to play with good weight and just missed his line a couple of times. But it's early days. If you're going to lose one, lose it now, and you fight your way back in. Nothing in it. 6. 11 ends to play. Plenty 12 ends to play. We saw yesterday in the first mixed pairs game a lead of 11-2 evaporate, and the team were crossed 18-11. It's
Yeah, it's
never over till it's over.
the kind of sport where things can change very quickly, and it's a long time to maintain peak concentration, and I suppose with all these sorts of sports you'll see you'll be dominant for a period and then you'll go off the boil slightly, and your opponent just has to take advantage of that. I suppose that's where mindset comes into it as well, and not to worry too much about the score that you see on the scoreboard behind you. Just focus on each end as it comes.
Yeah, yeah, things can change really quickly. You know, change length, you get the elements change. You know, a change in wind direction, some rain. You know, anything can turn a game, as we saw yesterday. Wolves gave this a big effort. Well played. Nicely done. He also down a good track. It's a fair contact.
You can see Campbelltown and Balgownie tied at 3 apiece next door. The winner of this round 3 match will face the new Abbey or Donald, who are currently going head to head at the other end of this green on rink 6. Too far for us to see what the scoring is like up there.
Good boy, keep going.
Scott just needs to run, be clear. Just on the bottom side.
Well done, Blair.
It's a contact again. He's certainly giving himself a chance. Here there's a pocket of balls, as you can see, to the back left hand side.
Just looking to steer the jack through towards those.
That's what he'll be playing. I think he's got the opportunity. If he's a fraction wider, there's a plant that brings his own ball in. So Scott's either just got to change the shape of this a fraction, or do what I think he's trying here, just to cover that back corner. He's just gone too far.
So from a tactical point of view, quite happy with that ball, but just the execution not quite.
Yeah, it's not a bad place. You know, Mark needs to play it perfectly to get to yield a big result. And his ball is just not moving for him.
You can see the shake of the head. He didn't like that at all.
Scott has to play the same again. I think he has a draw on the backhand side, the inside, or the right hand side as you look from this camera angle, but I think if he drifts in, he maybe just frames the jack by putting something near it. Yeah, I can see he's wrestling with this. See what Mark plays here. Must be a better chance. Yeah, he's played it. He's played it perfectly. Perfect. It's a 4 back, so how quickly things can turn.
Just what we said. Great response from Jackie and Mark of Rankin Park. They conceded 5 shots in the previous end. Responding with 4 of their own. Never looked like it would be the sort of match which got one-sided.
No, for sure, but I think Scott will be kicking himself there because he did try and cover that twice and just ran through once and fell short the second time. I think left Mark with the opportunity, and you know, he's executed it well. No argument.
Social media posts are just coming straight through to your phone, are they, Colin? The
Yeah,
for anyone tweeting or
pick up a bit on socials. Sometimes it's better not to look, Bruce, to be fair.
I thought you might be expected to reply. Yes, I'm certainly not checking. There you go, hashtag BSNatChamps26. If you want to join in on social media, I don't think Colin has replied to those.
No. Not for now, anyway.
Sit down tonight and look at them all.
There's a couple of questions in there, people asking about who's playing on other rinks. We don't currently have a runner doing some scoring for us, but we'll see if we can get something organised for either later today or the rest of the week.
Yes, we know the districts have individual names.
No, for anybody that doesn't know, we see what you see, so we see the cameras. We are actually sat in a cupboard basically in the clubhouse doing this, so yeah, we're not actually out in the complex, which on a day like this is welcome.
I'm just going to say it's a dry cupboard. We'll take it. You know, surrounded by cakes and things that have been kindly provided.
It's the last thing I need.
Mind you that at 5 o'clock tonight when it's the only thing that's keeping you going.
Anyway, back to the balls. Mark holding shot, looking to add another. Bit of a wall in the front there, so it's not easy to get in. Just his weight deserting. Tough for Scott this. It's not straightforward to change. He's got to go to the ditch side. Even if he folds a ball away there and gives himself a bit of a look at it. Like attacking weight. Mark's going to have to go to the ditch side as well. Just his weight deserting him again. Great line.
Yes, both of Mark's last two balls look to be in a lovely line, but just not enough weight.
Scott attacking that again, just looking for a movement on the jack. Just looks reasonable, doesn't want it too hard. Dear. May have given that away, you know.
It's hard to say again, but that pink ball to left of the jack, maybe leg shot.
Scott might go back to the inside, try and drop round it. I'd suggest that's what he might do. One lift on that pink ball, he's dragged into the pack. Well, he's certainly not made it any easier for Mark. A couple of options. He either plays a similar bowl to the one he played the last time, or he may elect to try and run that pink ball out the head. All the balls in the front probably work for him. See what he chooses. He's got enough weight. Yeah, you can see from Scott's hand movements there, he's just looking to be on the wide side of this, and he'll try and use any one of the balls on the wide side, either the pink or the black, try and drop in for another shot. So as long as he doesn't get dragged under the line here, he's got every opportunity to add another. He can play quite positively.
Final word in this sixth end. Scott Allardyce. Off quarter. Can he add a second?
He's got dragged into almost into the pack there. So one shot to quarter moves them into a 10-7 lead after 7 ends.
Just play away and I'll just do it. Take it, too short once it's good. Hey, take 1 and 2.
Just noting of interest here. Quarter Bullen Club, the only Bullen club in Scotland, which surprises me a little.
Yeah, according to Scott anyway, yeah. He just creates a little bit of space for Lauren to drop round those balls. We could wait. Just pace.
It's looking like the right line again, but it's not quite enough on it.
That's what I came for.
That's good to finish well. Just got a nick there, just took it off the line. Imagine that forces Scott on to the ditch side.
I was looking for camera, I don't know if you've seen it. They just don't let you see that. It's only one I had.
Nice umbrella, you can see that. Minor adjustment required. Great line. Well played. Well done.
And his adjustment.
Good weight, that's just about dropped to the jack. Just about. Great try though. To just repeat the last delivery. Got another one in. Somebody made a line. Should drop though. If Mark can get back to middle of the jack and move it for 2 or 3. Side of the rink may not let him do that, but that's the play. It's difficult now. Chance for Scott though. Just drop his own ball over once. Seems to be a decent crowd in the complex despite the weather. That kills any nonsense in terms of trailing the jack, doesn't it? So. See what Mark's got up his sleeve with his last one. do this at all.
Urging it on. I think one. You just wait on the score being updated. Certainly Quarter adding to their tally. Looks like two. Takes Quarter, father and daughter pairing of Lauren and Scott Allardyce, up to 12. That's our first match of 3 that we will cover today. Still to come at 12:30. The ladies over 55 singles, round 1, Castle Park. Taking on Lanark, Janet Fairley against Kim Ross. 4 o'clock. The junior pairs are at the semi-final stage. Quarter-finals going on now, I think, so we don't yet know who will feature in that. Day 2 of the 2026 Bowl Scotland National Championship, sponsored by Gallagher. Live from the National Centre for Bowling, Northfield and Ayr.
Come on, mate, let's go back. Up you get. Up, Laurie. Front foul.
Yeah, the youth game this afternoon will be worth tuning in for. There's some cracking pairs left in that competition, and you see a different level of dynamics and enthusiasm with the youths. It's quite refreshing.
Lift your in up. Slide by it. Slide by there. Just wait. Come on, run to me, you're good.
You have a particular interest in the youngsters as the pathway lead for the under-25 programme.
Yeah, and I also support the under-18s, so it's nice to see, you know, the number of youths that are here over a couple of days. You know, to see them play, and I've caught some of it. Obviously, I've been sat here for a bit too, but you definitely catch and you get a feel for who's coming through and various things. And you know, the age group range is huge. You know, you've got tots that, you know, 9, 10 years old playing against, you know, well, almost adults at the age of 17 and competing well and winning, actually, you know, to that point. So yeah, it's great to see them play, and I guess it backs up the ethos that we have, is that it's an inclusive sport and it's accessible to all.
Yeah, and I think I'd be forgiven for saying there'd be a perception from out with the sport that it's perhaps for the older generation, but that's absolutely not the case. So you only need to walk about outside. There's lots of youngsters here watching, and as you just alluding to there, lots in the pathway programme playing from any age, and very much a family sport. People get introduced to it by parents and grandparents, and it's the kind of thing that you can very easily get hooked on.
Sure, yeah, it's you know, it's a good sport as well, and it's one of the few sports that you could probably, you know, from either an early age or early in your bowling career, you can wind up, you know, going toe to toe with, you know, somebody who plays on the world stage. You know, you don't get that in any other sport really.
So Quarter leading by 12 shots to 7 at the 8th end. So Allardyce just following this ball.
It's quite nicely played here. He's just shut the door a touch on Mark. Just give us a chance, you know. Just needs a fair contact. Yep, there it is. Trying to find a way to take that blue ball out without moving the jack. Big. Hit the target. Clean out's good. That'll be a dead end, I would suggest, and they will replay.
You could just explain that quickly again for anybody who might be watching that doesn't know an awful lot about the sport.
Sure. So if the jack leaves the confines of the rink, then the end is it's a dead end, and it has to be replayed. And if they can replay the end in any direction, and the rule as it stands, if the players can't agree, then they go back and they play in the same direction again. But with the majority of the balls at this end, then it makes sense just to play back down.
The confines of the rink defined with an imaginary line where you can just see them there, the white
so
mark just.
Yeah, so if it goes out either side, if the jack goes in the ditch, then it remains live. And players will attempt to draw to the edge of the ditch, but on that occasion it went out with the confines of the rink on a width basis.
Yes, you can get a good view of it there, the lines, the white lines either side of Lauren Allardyce. And as we mentioned earlier, 6 of these rinks along this green, 5 greens at Northfield. Enormous facility.
Park dominating this end so far.
This looks fairly open as the men take over. Scott Allardyce with his first.
He's very close. He's just overplayed it. He enjoyed some success coming down that hand the last time, so He'll be confident of making an adjustment with his next one, I'm sure. Good line again. How's your weight? Looks very good. Certainly is. So just jack level. Mark will arrive on that, hopefully punch it through. Very close. Played it. Nicely done. Now, tough now.
McLeish and Scott Allardyce trading blows.
So yes, Scott's only play is down the same side that both players have just played. If he can just sit on the back bowl, he'll get second shot. Difficult to get first, not impossible. It's a few down, I think.
Yeah, sometimes taking second, not a bad outcome.
I think as it sits, I think he would be delighted. Second shot, just give it a chance. Oh, it's just holding off. See that weight that he had there, just held off a fraction. Chance for Mark to draw another. I don't think he'd be too unhappy just being on the wide side and lifting Scott's bowl up once. Close. Well, Scott cannot go through that gap again, can he? Certainly in the area. Is he running? Very, very close. Make it the shot. Well, it's not the shot, it's definitely second.
Well, that was Scott's last crack at it. I think he'll be pretty happy with the outcome.
Be delighted with that. He was facing 3 down at least, and just wonder if Mark can get back to that just to push it through.
Very relaxed, Mark there, hand in the pocket, just striding back.
Does have an opportunity here. Can he get back? Can he get back? Gosh, he's just lacking a touch of running. You'll see that as a missed opportunity, I think. I think it's one to blue.
Quarter. Winning 5 of our 9 ends so far. Rankin Park with 4. Big scores in there. 5 shots to quarter in the 5th end, followed up by 4 to Rankin Park in the following end. This quarter leading by 12 to 8. past the midway stage.
It's been a good tussle so far. I think both teams playing reasonably well. Nothing really between the two teams.
The crowd's certainly enjoying it. We can hear the applause out of the windows here for some of the excellent shots that we've seen in the last 2 or 3 ends.
Yeah, you can certainly hear some of the noise coming from the other greens as well. So there's a couple of noisy ones out there. All builds the atmosphere.
Only one of the other matches that we know the score is the scoreboard we can see right beside us on rink 2. Looks like Balgownie leading Campbelltown by 8 shots to 4. At the other end of this green on rink 5, Thurso taking on Polmuir, and New Abbey and Dundonald going head to head in another quarter-finals.
Pretty good end from Lawrence, just missed the line with the last one. Jackie just discussing the shot to play here. Mark seems a bit reticent to play this ditch side, favouring the inside hand. Happy with that. Minimum of 2 down there. He's got a second shot and maybe give himself a little bit of play. What was the risk? We'll just look for a contact, I would think, on the front. Ball now. Lift it up, rock the jack to the back one. Just come on the top side, wide side. Still very much drawable for Scott if he reaches the back one. He'll almost be in a counting position. As he wide enough? Might let Mark go back to his favoured inside, and it's the same shot. He's left his own. In the area. How's your luck? Great try.
Still a pink bowl of Lauren Allardyce's hanging in there.
Interesting. Mark's looking at his forehand side, so left-hander. Sorry, his backhand side, his left-hander. He's looking at a lift on Scott's bowl. Just wonder if the bowl's planted out on the other side. He's playing it. It's a bit of work now. I doubt Scott will play this. I'm not sure he has an opportunity to easily add another.
Just steer clear and not upset the apple cart there.
Might take one move on, I think. He's looking at it. How much money would you put on this not being up? So 1/4 moves them on to a 13-8 lead after 10 ends.
Two pairs trading singles previous two ends. Seven ends to go, including this one. Both pairs played twice yesterday. Quarter coming through round one, 22-7 winners against Windigates and Duryvale. And then in the second round, it was a bit tighter, 19-12 winners against Thornley Bank. That's for Rankin Park. 20-6 against Cockenzie and Port Seaton, and 15-6 against Northfields.
out off centre, so it's a new challenge for the players finding a new line. This looks good. Scott will be delighted with that. Ball past the jack. Every chance that the jack will move in the course of the remainder of this end. Matched up there, so yeah, this is building.
I suppose looking at it, at these things, you know, face value, you think, well, it doesn't matter if you're closest, whether you're in front of the jack or behind it. But actually, as you say, being behind gives you that advantage when the jack moves. You're there to pick up shots, whereas if you're at the front, nothing you can.
Yesterday on comms, Bruce, you know, the jack very rarely goes the other way up the rink. It's always likely to go back. Scott's great weight, just missed the line of fraction. I don't think there's much in that. Sneaking in there, you can see the ball just straightening up at the end. Scott will want to move this. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done.
We're certainly the same wavelength as Scott Allardyce there.
For sure, Mark punched the ball through. It's just you'll be disappointed with that because it's a definite opportunity to see him looking to the stars there. You know. It's definitely not wasted. Difficult for Scott because he will know that, you know, Mark is unlikely to miss that 3 times in a row. It looks wide open. Equally, he'll want to try and get another one in if he can. Maybe just change the dynamics of the shape of the head. Drops onto his own here. It's really good. Played it nicely. So you would imagine Mark will go a bit quicker. He's at least 2 down. He can take the jack clean through. He probably gets 1. It can be any worse by moving the jack back. Yeah. There's the contacts. I'm pretty shocked that he wasn't up to that. Suspect it was 2. Scoreboard will confirm.
Certainly going the way of quarter. Many. As you say, we'll find out just shortly, but Mark are just continuing to nose out in front. Lauren Allardyce remaining in control of the jack. 2 it was, quarter up to 15. After 11 ends.
Jackie. We'll just be hoping to put that back. She's picked a great line. Is the jack clean? Positive play. Just could be lucky here from the back of the wrong one. So that she got away with it, I think. Same kind of shot for Jackie. 5 on her own. Very unfortunate. Again, she's, both players have left play for the skips here.
Huge amount of skill involved, but also a large slice of luck often as well, because it just takes a millimetre and you get a different, you either miss something or you get a different connection. And
yeah, for sure. I think when you get to this stage, I think players are normally playing what I would call percentage play. So you know where the opportunity is, and you can be a fraction off either side and get a shot. So I think yes, there is in some occasions there's a huge amount of luck involved, but as I say, players play what they call a percentage shot. So Scott's playing down here. He's got a couple of chances. Okay, he's just short, but he could have turned the pink one in the front there, or he could have rocked off the side one. So lots and lots of chances, and that's what players will play. They'll always play a percentage game.
So making your own luck, essentially. It's yes.
Yeah. So it's the risk and reward factor, Positively enough through some of these heads. I think you'd like to be playing that with 2 or 3 feet of additional weight to get past the head, if nothing else. It's a good ball in the circumstances.
See 11-4. Mulgowney leading Campbelltown. Link 2.
Must be right this time.
Super.
Long shot.
We'll soon find out. I think if Scott is, if he's still holding, I think he'll stick to the backhand side. But if he's not, he'll probably play some pretty positive weight down the left-hand side of the rink as we look. Any movement of the jack or any, if he sticks, if he plays his ball sticks in with a contact, then he'll get the shot. Swoop shot. Just overplayed it on the line.
Final bowl of the end for Mark McLeese. Rankin Park. Just looking to arrest the momentum of the quarter.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised if this was short with his holding either. He'll want to get back in, dictate the length.
Yes, and that tells us a story as to who was lying.
So 6 in the game, 5 ends left to play.
Another 45 minutes or something of the sort.
Yeah, thereabouts, yeah. Typically just over 2 hours for a game like this.
It's pretty mentally demanding just to stay switched on for that period of time.
Yeah, and like, you know, the players think the draw probably has them playing another game today, I think.
Yep, 4 o'clock this afternoon.
You know, so it's yeah, it's quite demanding. It's how you fill your downtime as well. You know, between what we're talking about here, probably 11:45 maybe, and 4 o'clock. Some players will stay in the venue. Some players will get themselves out, and, go and relax for a bit, and then come back.
The winners of this one will face either New Abbey or Dundonald. 4 p.m. See that match going on at the other end of this green rink 6. So too far for us to see what the scoreline might be.
Just gonna let it get the shot, I guess.
I think that's what she would have been intending, but she'll take it.
No, of course not. But, we'll just try and put a good reply in.
Final ball of this end for Lauren Allardyce.
Just be unlucky here. Yeah. Just missed the line of fraction. Might look good. Good to see both players just encouraging each other on too. Key to good pairs plays, good communication, clear instruction. Sneaking in for another. Missed the line, but he may get a result. That wasn't Mark at all, was it, Scott? Sat here too long this morning.
This is Mark. As you mentioned earlier, I think won the British Isles pairs alongside Stephen McClellan back in 2012. Playing the game for 24 years.
Maximum result on that one. He was playing through, so again, we talk about percentage play. That opportunity was always there for him.
Between my building it.
There's a nice reward here for Scott should he wish to play it. If he can arrive into that head with a couple of feet of running, maybe even a yard, and just nick the jack to the right hand side of the picture as we look, then there's a nice reward, and it's really difficult for Mark to get to. The risk, of course, is that he just nicks it the wrong way and gives it away, but it's probably worth playing at this stage. Just going off it, needs a help. Oh dear. This is a tough situation for Mark. He doesn't really have a lot of play.
His last crack at it, final ball.
Yeah. I think this is pivotal. Scott will play the same here. I think he'll just try and arrive on this. It's difficult to see how he can do much damage. Just needs to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Picked a good line again. It was great, wasn't it? Moved very quickly across the head.
Did it? So at least two.
Two out.
He did.
Suspect that was only two. We need to wait for the scoreboard. So the score looks like it's moving. I think it's 17-9. Our scoreboard says 17-10, but I'm pretty certain that's 17-9.
I'm sure you're right. I'll just wait to see the scoreboard as well. I think that was just the two, but either way, a good end for quarter. It's a very healthy 8 shots advantage, 4 ends to go. It's the final straight on this one. Again, as we've seen earlier, a reminder that the 5th end, Porter picking up 5 shots, and in the following end, Rankin Park picking up 4, so it can still swing back in the way of Rankin Park.
Nicely done.
As you can see, Scott Allardyce applauding his opponent.
Just overplayed that, but the contact was in our favour. Jackie will look to replace the last delivery. Just missed the line.
Listen, if you fancy it, you need to be right out. Stop your feet and get it right out. And it's a wee bit heavier as well. So you're up to reach that full or something to find.
New territory for Lauren. She's not played this hand much, if at all.
Maybe just chewing.
Yeah, you could see what Scott was looking for there. He's trying, you know, he's in a position now where he's managing a game out really. You know, he's trying to minimise any damage that could be caused. And he was either trying to reach the 3 balls to give himself a little bit of cover, or if he dropped inside, then you know he's taking the play away and he's moving the jack over to Lauren's ball. So the logic's absolutely correct. She's just missed the line.
I suppose again, as you're suggesting there, a slight difference in the approach to managing the final stages of the different scoring systems. With 21, you've got to get to 21, whereas here you can essentially manage it and just not get caught.
Yeah, you're managing out a lead. Scott and Lauren will know that Mark and Jackie really need to score on each of the last 4 ends to win this game.
Mark's still looking pretty relaxed, but I suspect he always looks relaxed.
Yeah, he'll be clear in his mind that they're not out of this. There's always an opportunity to get a score, as we've seen already, and there's plenty of room here. So if you can start to apply just a little bit of pressure, which he's done. So we'll go back to the forehand side, I'm sure. Line looks good. Needs a contact. He'll be happy with that. That was a positive kind of draw. So he's potentially cut the count from 3 to 1.
He's enjoying your British too high.
Are you running, Mark? Nope. To grab the ball, and he has he? Yes, that'll probably make him the shot, maybe. But you can see the way the makeup of the head is now. There's really not a great opportunity for Mark to score multiple shots. Starts to run. Yeah, camera angles could be very deceiving here. It's difficult to say who holds.
Sorry guys, we get a bit excited.
No, no.
You played well.
Played
Get
well.
away from him, so yeah, well done.
Well done, good. Got the next one.
Yeah, a bit happier to beat.
Aye, we were watching.
He's been tempted into trying to run the ball off. It's just on the top side, so Mark needs to capitalise on this. Yard on his last should be enough.
What he was looking for there, but
Yeah, just looking to drop in on the high side for 2, but he'll take 1.
take the
Move
one. Yep, close 1 back. 17-10. 3 ends to go. This mixed pairs third round match. The reward, a place in the semi-finals at 4 p.m. this afternoon.
Players just struggling with their opening deliveries.
Jackie McHale-Wheat, 10 times club champion at Rankin Park.
The lead really grabbing the opportunity to take control of this end. So a chance for Lauren just to shut this down. Pick the line. She'll be much happier with this.
Nicely done by Lauren Allardyce on her final hole of the end.
With Kenny Melville from Curry, report to player registration. Kenny Melville from Curry to player registration. Thank you. To player registration. Thank you.
Well, we've no idea how that got there, but we can see. We'll see it shortly. I think that may have made a shot.
Singles won't cut it now for Rankin Park. They need to come up with a couple of big scores.
Needs the jack.
Gets the jack.
Still one down, but less risk. Close if he runs. So it's got to be positive to this again, I would think. Fraction under his last delivery. See, can he hold? Oh, he can, you know. Yeah, well done.
Killer being there, isn't it? Behind. Right behind.
Keep running, Mark. Keep running, George.
Like thread in the eye of a needle.
Did it beautifully. We weren't sure who was lying shot, but maybe think that last ball, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely 2. It might even be 3. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what that ended. If you saw that from Mark there,
Yeah.
I do wonder if he fails here whether they'll shake hands.
Right, the next one on is Mark.
Needs to be clear.
At 12 o'clock. And get Abby on at 1.
Probably second. You wouldn't blame Scott for playing down the same line, would you? Through that gap on the forehand, you can sit Mark's ball away for 3. Scott just having a bit of banter with the crowd there. Because he's picked this again, hasn't he?
I think he
What
has.
an absolute bullet of a ball he's played there. Well played, Scott Allardyce.
His last 3
I think there's a handshake offered there. Yeah, indeed.
So, Rankin Park deciding that they have run out of road with 2 ends left. I think it was that 3 shots there would have taken that up to, it doesn't really matter, but just
Yes.
taking it too far for Rankin Park to feel that they could come back.
Yeah, it was
2
three.
shots, was it?
It was 3 or 4. I'm not
Yeah,
quite sure
yeah,
which,
but
but
it matters not.
I think at the end of the day, I think there was no way back into that tie really for Rankin Park. I think Lauren and Scott just had the better of Jackie and Mark pretty much for the whole game there, and you know it was a decent game to watch.
I will. Catch up with you later.
So, quarter, Lauren and Scott Allardyce. And the victors, we can have a look back at some of the highlights of this match.
There we are, few shots from the game there. The last one there, the kill from Scott with shot against him. But yeah, good game. Quarter move into the semi-final, guaranteeing themselves a medal in the mixed pairs, and that game will be at 4 o'clock, I think, this afternoon.
Indeed it will. They'll face the winners of New Abbey and Dundonald. We'll try and find out the victors in that one and bring you that result when we are on air next. But Lauren and Scott Allardyce of quarter through into the semi-finals of the mixed pairs. And 2 matches still to come on our live stream this afternoon. Ladies over 55 singles, a first round match between Castle Park and Lanark. Janet Fairley taking on Kim Ross. And then at 4 p.m. in The youth pairs were at the semi-final stage, as I said earlier. The quarter-finals being played this morning, so we're yet to know who the protagonists will be. We will know that hopefully by the next time we are on air. So join us again at around about 12:25 for the build-up to that ladies over 55 singles match in the 2026 Bowl Scotland National Championship, sponsored by Gallagher, live from the National Centre for Bowling Ayr. Thank you for watching this morning. As I say, join us again at 12:25 for further action.